Hi, it's me, Norm, again from mybeerquest.com, and welcome to another beer expedition here. Um, Today we have another fine craft beer. We're still in Craft Beer Week, so American Craft Beer Week. And lately I've been trying to encourage people, especially that are used to drinking only macro brews, to, branch out and try other brews. And I realize, I know some people that, they've been drinking, these light lagers all their life, and then they, uh, they try an IPA, and they, they say to me, it's like, I just drank cologne. And that's understandable. That's totally understandable. If you're not prepared for something like that, you might want to not try so, harsh of a beer at first. There are uh, craft beers that are lighter. There's a this one, for instance. This is by Karl Strauss, and I've talked about them before. They have their brewery is down in San Diego, which has a lot of craft beer. But they do have a tasting room. If you ever gone to Universal Studios Hollywood, stop by City Walk, and they have a little restaurant there. It's really nice, and they actually brew some beer there too. It's like a brew pub. So this one's called Endless Summer Light. So I'm not sure if this was like a. I'm pretty sure this is like a summer ale. Not sure if it's just seasonal. I'm gonna have to find that out. You can go to www.karlstrauss.com. I'll put the URL somewhere and find out more about it. I'm looking for the APV. Normally, a beer like this, it has a lower APV, alcohol per volume, and that is generally because on hot days you tend to drink more beer, and they don't want you to get totally wasted, So that's generally why they lower APV. But I'm not sure what this one is. I will look that up for you, and perhaps put it somewhere. So. Or somebody probably tell me. So this says handcrafted beer, San Diego, California, and I believe they started 20 years ago, or 21 years ago now, 1989. Somewhere I read that somewhere, but so you know, oh, I don't need one of these because it's a twist off. Usually, a nice light beer like this, I like to have in a mug. Nice cool mug. Sometimes directly out of the bottle, depending on how hot it is and how cool the beer is. I know sometimes I frost the mug. You gotta be very careful when you do that. Generally, you don't want to frost the mug on too too flavored of a beer because it actually does lower the flavor. But sometimes, when it's 110 degrees or 114 degrees, yeah, I'll frost the mug because it's just going to, the flavor will change. I don't have the mug frosted because it actually isn't that hot yet. But you got to be very careful as well. Make sure when you frost the mug, I like to have it, in a freezer that doesn't have anything else in it because there's flavors that can also change with a frosted mug as far as carrying it over from the freezer. So you got to be careful with that. And if you live in a cool climate, you don't even need to worry about it. You only have to worry about when you live in a hot climate, such as Southern California. Not much of an aroma to it. It tastes very light, very refreshing, but you still have I think it's a little bit more flavor than your typical macro beers, which I haven't had any of those in a while, so it's hard to say. But yeah, I would say if you're if you want to try a craft beer and you're used to drinking macro beer, might want to try something like this, because this is actually really smooth, really refreshing. Much that's most of what I can say about it because it is much lighter than what I'm really used to drinking myself. But it is nice to know that it was handcrafted and made with a little bit more care than mass-produced macro brews. So until next time, thanks for stopping by. Cheers. Enjoy your beer.